Bienvenidos de vuelta a mi escritorio que van a ver pronto. Welcome back to my desktop that you will see soon. Me llamo Glostlyn, my name is Glostlyn. Y como ven arriba, as you see up there, we're going to continue with Infinity Nikki with this event. We are going to try to finish the story part of it and maybe do something extra on the event. Vamos a continuar con el Infinity Nikki, intentar terminar este evento, al menos la parte de la historia. Y si nos alcanza el tiempo, vamos a intentar terminar otras actividades del evento. Estamos usando el control pro de Nintendo Switch. We're using the Nintendo Switch for controller here. We're using the Steam version. Estamos en la versión de Steam. Así que con eso dicho, vamos with the set. Let's go! Last time, we were here with these children. And something happened with the storybook of this guy. And some pages went flying. And now we have to do something here. Bueno, la última vez estamos hablando con estos niños y pasó algo raro con el libro de cuentos del tipín este, así que con eso continuamos. Ok, tengo que elegir la misión para que salga. Botón equivocado. Ok. Entonces tenemos que subir allá arriba. Y recuperar las hojas del tipín este.
Let me see. What kind of strange story is this fairy tale about?
Is the whole story. When he was asked about the recently arrived red-haired fairy, why would she wanted to become a magical fairy? She started telling for the last time, for the 11th time, a story that was engraved in her heart. It was a night in which two moons rised up on the sky. Some monstrous, how do you say that? I forgot the name in English of that. The things that you see in jungles, the plants that look like rope, that kind of stuff. They were withered down and they came back to life. They wrapped strongly around Luluco, like they were trying to trap her forever. Even the light of the moons seemed to be about to be devoured, but all of a sudden, a warm and powerful light shine passing through was an experimented magical fairy that cast a spell to save Luluco from that frightful experience. That veteran magical fairy that did not set her name to Luluco have put a seed on the heart of her dream. Luluco wished that someday be the same as that magical fairy and use her powers to protect the weak and spread joy to all living beings.
Luluco? Could it be the same Luluco we know?
Luluco, fairies, magic, everything lines up. Let's check the other pages. They may have more clues.
Okay. Actually, it could be a good moment to take a photo with these floating things, right? Sería un buen momento de sacarse la foto en estos chismes que están flotando. Porque obviamente no va a volver a pasar eso. Es como un evento de una sola vez. Aprovechalo mientras dura. Como quien dice. Es como que, como está girando la cosa, gira la cámara también. No. ¿Qué dicen? ¿Qué pose le ponemos? ¿Algo fancy? Esa no está tan mal, ya. Y le bajaremos la exposición. Allí. Tenemos el contraste. Porque como es de noche, para que se vea más bueno. Ya llegó. Ahí está. Ya. Y foto. Y podemos hacer un acercamiento que se vea más bueno. Ahí está. There we go. Como, no sé si has notado, cuando le pongo así se ve más bonito, ¿no? Ve más oscuro, Rex. Pero obviamente el juego, para que no te pierdas y sea más fácil de jugar, es un poco más iluminado normalmente. Pero como está sacando algo más artístico, puedes darle el efecto más dramático, más realista, ¿no? Okay, long time ago, an evil sleepy ship appeared in front of the old kingdom, covering with her shadow the whole capital and the crystal castle that was about to become the main dish of her feast. But now, to stop the desolation caused by this sleepy ship, the little prince of the kingdom lured her to the crystal castle. With all his strength, he sealed the castle, and the sleepy ship with it forever. Fooled and furious, before she remained sealed, the sleepy ship cast a spell to catch the little prince into an eternal slumber, forcing him to suffer the solitude, the endless solitude within the crystal castle. However, there was a way to break the spell, and there was a second part of the story that had been forgotten. In a distant future, a legendary magical fairy will arrive to the doorstep of the crystal castle with a very powerful magic, defeating the sleepy ship that had returned to life and freeing the little prince from his solitude to bring him back to the world of the light.
A young prince trapped by a slumber sheep? A fairy trying to rescue him? It all feels strangely similar to our current situation.
Luluko, slumber sheep, the little prince, Dreamvale tales. Duh, I just don't get it.
O sea, está contando la historia básicamente de la Bella Durmiente, pero en vez de que se duerma la Bella, se duerme el príncipe. básicamente.
This page. It's about a fairy exam.
Okay, the path towards dreams is not easy and radiant, like a bridge made of a rainbow. That's what happened to many kids that dream in becoming magical fairies. The entrance exam that Luluco had to make to the Magical Fairy Academy was rejected. The criteria of selection were too strict. And that way, only kids with an exceptional talent and abundant magical power were even considered worthy to access the place of their dreams. This also served to protect ordinary kids because without a big reserve of magic, casting spells could hurt people. Likewise, the unaccountable common kids, the magical abilities of Luluco, in the best of cases, were lacking to be considered even decent. However, this did not stop her. Day after day, she spent hours on the library and on the way to training, while the young apprentices of fairies learned a spell in 3 days. Luluco was willing to spend 10, 12, or even many more days practicing until in the end the sparks would show up on the tips of her hands. But there was always a slight difference between the magic learned through books and the one that was taught by the veteran magical fairies. When Luluco was reciting a spell following the instructions from the book, something unexpected always happened.
It says that Luluco failed the Fairy Academy's exam. Luluco called herself a fairy apprentice, but from what the book says, that might not be the whole truth.
Let's ask her. Okay. O también sería buen lugar sacarse la foto aquí en la floresta. Ah, bueno, GG. No nos pudimos parar bien en la foto esa. Todavía sirve. Todavía sirve. You can still do it. No está mal, ¿no? Ya. Y le vamos a poner luz. Menos intensa. Ahí está. Ya. Un poco más así. Esa foto no estaría mal para un fondo, ¿no? Lo malo es que no hay nada que se mueva mucho como para que quede bien. Lo malo. Ya. Rip.
Amazing! The flying
have returned to normal. Nikki, you really are a fairy, aren't you?
Fairies are just made-up fairy tale characters. Nikki is a stylist, not a fairy.
If Nikki was a fairy like Luluco, she could help me with my homework.
Finn, you have to do your own homework.
Wait, the Luluco you mentioned, is she the main character of Dreamvale Tales?
That's right. The most warm-hearted fairy in all of Dreamvale, Luluco. She's not a real fairy yet, but she works really hard, and I'm sure she'll become one someday. Her friend Pepetto is also really cute. He's super smart and has beautiful feathers. Ahem. Oh my goodness, Your Highness. I never expected to see you here. The Slumber Sheep's castle is just up ahead. Are you heading there?
It was a slumber ship, not a sleepy ship. Okay, it's similar enough.
I am, sir. Only by banishing the Slumber Sheep can I finally return to... Finn, how could you forget such a critical scene? I'm not Barnaby, okay? I haven't memorized every single line.
Barnaby? You mean the little boy who summoned Luluco?
Momo, you know Barnaby too? He hasn't been playing with us lately. Barnaby is Dreamvale Tales' biggest fan. The scene with the Slumber Sheep and the Little Prince is his absolute favorite. It's a shame he's not here today. He'd love to talk to Miss Nikki all about Dreamvale Tales. I'm only telling you this, Miss Nikki. Barnaby doesn't really talk about himself very much, but I can tell he really loves the story of the Little Prince. Maybe it's because he feels just like the Little Prince, trapped in a castle and all.
A castle? Barnaby lives in a castle?
Not exactly. It's because Barnaby's parents are always so busy, so he feels really lonely, just like how the Little Prince was trapped in the castle for so many years. If you ever meet Barnaby, Miss Nikki, you should talk to him about the Little Prince's story. He'd love that. That's right. And also, if you happen to see him, Miss Nikki, be sure to tell him to come hang out with us.
I promise.
Finale and Finn, do you still want to ride the Thuddy Squash spin?
Yes, we're going now. Bye, Miss Nikki. Bye, Momo.
Luluco, Pepetto, the Slumber Sheep. Are they all characters from the fairy tale?
It's really strange. But judging from Luluco's reaction, she might not even realize she's a character from a fairy tale.
Should we tell her? She seems to think the fairy tale book is magic.
First, let's find Luluco. When we see her, we'll ask her what's going on.
Actually, before we go and get her, let's complete this event thingy. Completaremos el evento este antes de ir a hablarle la cosita esa. There you go. Completed. Completamos el asunto.
No other traces of magic. Fairy Nikki, I just checked and there's no trace of any other magic besides us.
Luluco, I have some questions for you.
Sure thing. No matter what you ask, I'll give you the most honest answer.
You told us that you're from Dreamvale, right? But according to what we discovered, Dreamvale only exists in a fairy tale.
A fairy tale? Oh, great fairy! Fairy Nikki, you're incredible! You even mastered the all-knowing spell!
All-knowing spell?
You've seen through my veil. My pathetic lies can't hold up anymore. I'm sorry, Fairy Nikki. Please let me explain everything. I'm not actually a fairy apprentice. I was born without much magical talent, so the Fairy Academy rejected me. But I've been training hard and using magic to help others. If I try hard enough, maybe one day I'll become a true fairy.
This training you're doing, how's it going?
On the last beginner's magic test, I scored a 60.
That sounds pretty good, but out of what?
500.
Troll.
But I've been trying. I've used magic to help rebuild the villagers' houses, change the kids' shoe colors, and even rescue a little bouncy bunny from a crevice. I know the Fairy Association doesn't want us practicing magic ourselves, but I've never used magic to do bad things.
I believe you. I just don't quite understand. How did you get from the fairy tale book to here?
I only remember being summoned by Barnaby's wish. Are fairy tale books magical? I'm sorry, my knowledge is a bit limited.
I've got a question too. If Luluco can already use magic, why does she insist on being a fairy?
Compared to real fairies, I'm just a novice. They're powerful, kind, and the very embodiment of miracles to everyone. When a fairy appears, she wipes away teardrops flickering in the candlelight, soothes the deep longings under the moonlight, and softens the late night's furrowed brows. I want to be like them, mastering more powerful magic, fulfilling my dreams, chasing away evil, and making the world a better place. I didn't mean to cause trouble, and I don't know why this is happening, but I'll take responsibility. With your help, I'm sure this crisis will get resolved.
Of course. The most urgent thing now is to find the slumber sheep. We'll talk about the rest later.
Thank you for your understanding, Fairy Nikki. Let's head to the riverbank up ahead and find a nice open spot to summon Pepetto.
Lo que suena a gallina siempre. She sounds like a chicken. Like a hen, for real. Oh, wrong botón. Me equivoqué de botón. Ok. Pam, 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 pam. Oh, those over there are the things they were mentioning. Esas cosas que están girando ahí es lo que mencionaron los tipines esos.
Yeah, it's nice and open here. We won't have to worry about Pepetto falling and hitting a tree when he appears. It's a special spell I use to summon Pepetto. Just wave the fairy wand, picture Pepetto's face, and chant, Pepetto, Pepetto, time to go, time to show.
What a powerful summoning spell! Usually, Luluco has to spend hours getting me down from the magic vortex.
Pepetto, we fixed the fairy wand. Find any clues about the slumber sheep?
Of course. Even though I turned to stone, Illumiwing's instincts never fade. The slumber sheep has hidden itself inside an aerial maze. It's tucked deep inside the maze's heart. But since only one of us has wings, we'll need to find another way up there.
Right now, I don't really really think I can learn how to fly.
Maybe we don't need to. What about some sort of vehicle? Are there any magical flying vehicles in Dreamvale?
Magical flying vehicles? Let me think. Oh, what's that round thing over there?
That's one of Stoneville's amusement features. I saw a few kids sitting inside spinning around earlier. I think Finelli called it the Buddy Squash Spin.
That's it! If we use Morphing Spell to turn Pepetto into a Thuddy Squash carriage, he can carry us and fly straight to the Slumber Sheep's lair.
Like the time
Sounds
we
doable.
flew over Big Squash Valley? You turned me into a big shell bug with rabbit teeth and a dog's head.
Can we trust this plan?
Only a senior fairy can master this magic. If I try it, it'll probably go wrong. But if it's you, Fairy Nikki, you'll definitely succeed.
It's a good plan, but the Slumber Sheep's curse is too powerful. The transformation won't last long. You'll need to get in fast.
Yeah, got it. I can't wait to ride the Stone Lumiwing Thuddy Squash carriage.
Fairy Nikki, it's time to cast the Morphing Spell. Once Pepetto turns into a carriage, we'll set off together and defeat the Slumber Sheep.
Okay. Actually, I kind of forgot the morphing spell. Maybe you could remind me?
It will be an honor to help you, Fairy Nikki. Think of the object and the transformation. Then chant, Pepetto, Pepetto, from feather to carriage you go! With strong belief and plenty of magic, it'll work for sure. All right, Fairy Nikki, show us your most splendid morphing spell.
Okay, that's more like it. Okay, that's
Great job, Fairy Nikki! You transformed Pepetto to a cart in a snap!
Come on, Luluko. Together we'll defeat the Slumber Sheep.
that's a big
We're coming for
thingy.
you, Slumber Sheep! Look out!
Está grande la carroza esa, ¿eh? Re loco. I was expecting just the chariot without the without the horses. But why not? Yo esperaba la carroza sin caballos, pero ¿por qué no?
Okay. Hopefully the magic lasts long enough for us to get there. Anyway, next time, can you try to not turn my feathers into a carriage again? Oh, great fairy above. As a Lumiwing at my age, I really should take more care to look after my feathers.
Huh? But the morphing spell is supposed to transform you entirely into...
What's wrong? Did the morphing spell go wrong?
I think I mixed up the morphing spell and the plume spell. Sorry, Pepetto. Sorry, Fairy Nikki. I'll read the Elementary Magic Compendium 100 more times. I won't mess things up again.
Oh, thank the great fairy. At least it was just my feathers that transformed. If we'd mixed up something like stupefying magic, that would have been... I feel really tired now. Fairy Nikki, I won't go inside and slow you down. I'll just wait for you here.
Okay.
But make sure you stay safe.
As a Lumiwing, I'm excellent at going with the flow. I'll just wait here for you to defeat the Slumber Sheep and transform me back.
Don't worry, Pepetto. We'll handle the Slumber Sheep quickly.
That's right. Take it from me. Fairy Nikki is very skilled.
I believe in you. The Slumber Sheep's aura is deep within the maze. Please be extra careful.
Nikki, the slumber sheep should be deep in the maze. Let's proceed with caution.
What is that on top? ¿Qué será eso de arriba, no? Oh yeah, it's like the fairy tale. Because there's the maze with the spiky thingies, and on the end of the thing is the castle. Can I use these? No.
Harry, Nikki, that stone ahead seems to have the slumber sheep's magical aura lingering on it. Let's check it out.
Huh.
Poor little thing. It's been petrified by the slumber sheep's magic, just like Pepetto. I can sense a lot more similar auras around here.
These must be the lost animals Mr. Caleb mentioned. Come on, let's rescue all of them at once.
I think this is a good place to do a commemorative photo again. Buen lugar para sacarse la foto conmemorativa de nuevo. If it lets me. I guess it doesn't. Okay, there you go. The shortcut works. And this place is... So we need less exposure because this place is more illuminated. Más iluminado el lugar. Me gusta eso que están las zetas, así que... I like that those C's there. Those Z's. There you go. That works. Okay, you cannot go above it. No puedes ir por encima del asunto. Tienes que siempre ir por el laberinto una cosa bien. So you have to go through the maze properly. You cannot jump above it. Ooh. Another photo opportunity, my friends. Otra oportunidad de foto. Why not? ¿Por qué no? This? Okay. Because again, there's a big probability we'll never come back here again. Porque hay una probabilidad bien grande que no vamos a volver a venir aquí nunca, así que si vemos algo que valga la pena la foto, lo aprovechamos. Can I jump over there? Apparently I can, but... Actually, I think I can do a good photo here. Like... Creo que pueden sacar una buena foto ahí. Y así. And we do a sitting pose. Which apparently I don't have. No, I had to sit manually before. Tengo que sentarme manualmente antes de sacar la foto. Which we do have, right? What is it? No, hold on. There. It looks good because we're on top of the book. Se ve bonito porque estamos sobre el libro ese. Ah, but the angle. Come on, don't fail me. The angle. Ah, el horror. Y la giro un poco la cosita. I can't. Ah, qué mala suerte. Hubiera estado bien. It would have been a great photo there. And she will come out like that. Maybe, hold on. Capaz si le saco desde arriba. Así. Like that. It's not what I had in mind, but it is good enough. No es lo que quería, no lo que tenía en mente, pero está bien igual. Okay. Two out of 9. Oh, now I get it. Those are like checkpoints. If you illuminate them, you can know you have been there. It's to help you out. Esas luces son como para marcar que has estado allí. O sea, si sabes que ya fuiste a ese lugar y no tienes que volver a ir, digamos. Okay, I'm going to jump here because it really looks like it is faster to do that. Por Ok, viene por ahí. We are missing 4. Nos falta 4 cofres. Okay. But there's nothing here. Okay. Good thing they made this an actual labyrinth. Bien que hicieron siempre un laberinto propiamente dicho, porque obviamente en un laberinto propiamente dicho hay lugares que no puedes, que son callejones sin salida, como quien dice. Okay. I don't know though. You're still missing a lot of things. Me falta todavía un buen trozo de cosas y...
Magical aura! More petrified animals over there, too!
I know, but I don't want to do that yet.
There are more petrified animals over there! Let's rescue them!
No, mama! Don't force me to do it, mama!
Nikki, there are more...
Okay, never mind. Ni modo, qué mala suerte.
Now there shouldn't be any more petrified animals in the maze.
Hopefully all the animals will make it safely back to their homes.
This seems like the end of this maze. Se ve como el final del laberinto esto. Ooh. We can do a sitting pose again. If it lets us. Y nos dejan. It's too far away, but never mind. Okay, that goes all the way there, but let me see. Technically, I've been to all places. Técnicamente hice todo. Técnicamente. Sí, porque estoy iluminado. Wait. Es el lugar que no salté antes, ¿no? But there's nothing here. Is it? No. Okay, I guess I did everything then. Creo que hicimos todo, entonces. Eliminaremos este último y... Okay, where was this? There you go. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's where I came from. Ahí es por donde viene. Okay, it was worth getting the coins, but... Valió la pena sacar las monedas, pero pucha. Por acá es, ¿no? Yep. No. Oh, wait. It is. Era por este otro lado. Pam, 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 pam. Ya. Ahora sí. Creo que sí es 100% todo. There we go. There's one of them I didn't turn on. I don't know, the completionist part of Glostlyn. Okay, I was like, why? Bueno, ya. Por si pasaba algo nomás, just in case something happened there, but it was very clear it was not likely. Era bien probable que no iba a pasar naranjas ahí. Pero tenía que intentarlo por si acaso. Por si acaso. I had to do it just in case anyways. Ese momo me hace asustar porque aparece de pronto una cosa moviéndose rápido ahí. I'm going to take multiple here. There you go. That should be enough. Just in case, por si acaso, unas cuantas más. No. Maybe that could be a waiting background later. Capaz ese puede ser un fondo de espera después, gente. O sea, para el directo. Capaz. Uno, dos, move. Ese asunto se mueve. Hacemos lo fancy de irnos por el costado. Lo peor es que se puede. The worst part is you can actually do it. Okay, no, I was just in case checking in because you know the completionist explorer part of Glostlyn. La parte completionista y explorador de Glostlyn.
There are S-Lings here too!
Drawn here by the evil magic of the slumber sheep.
Ow.
We'll need to purify them.
No, it's too high. No, but técnicamente debería haber 3 cofres más en algún lugar. No. Porque este lado sí no hay nada. This side has not much. Wait, there's something. Why would they put coin there if it was nothing in there? ¿Y por qué pondrían monedas ahí si no hay nada? Coincidencia no lo creo. Coincidence? I don't think so, right? There's a reason why there was coins in there. Oops.
Look, it's Barnaby! Ah, it's the slumber sheep! Fairy Nikki, focus all your magic into the fairy wand!
Watch me.
Actually, that hair is not bad. De hecho, ese cabello no está mal, ¿eh?
Luluko!
No, we didn't get everything in there. No conseguimos todo en ese lugar raro. No. Completion of Glostlyn not fulfilled. No pude completar todo Glostlyn. Nos quedamos con las ganas. But for a moment I thought we were going to fight the thing. I mean, gameplay wise, but it was a good cutscene though. Pensé que íbamos a pelear proper contra la oveja esa, pero bueno, no estaba mal el video igual.
Is everyone okay? That was so scary.
I'm fine, but I think Luluko fainted. Is she okay?
It's probably because of the strong magical shock. Luckily, she's not hurt. She just needs some rest. I'll take her to a place with lots of magic. Pretty soon, she'll wake up.
Oh, this is...
Are you okay, Barnaby? Are you hurt?
I think I had a very long dream. What happened? I remember I made a wish to that special wish bottle for Luluko to appear by my side, and then she really showed up. After that, everything's a blur. I didn't expect my wish to cause so much trouble. I'm so sorry, Miss Nikki.
It's okay, Barnaby. Oh, earlier I met your friends in the village. They told me you love the story of the Little Prince from Dreamvale Tales, right?
Yes. My mom and dad are always working, so I'm often home alone, even during Playful Hearts Day. I wish for Luluko to be here with me, just like she went to the castle to save the Little Prince, and take me away from my own castle.
Maybe you could try escaping your castle yourself.
Escape my castle myself?
Your friends told me that you don't ever share your troubles, that you tend to keep them to yourself. The truth is, they all care deeply about you and quietly look out for you. It's like in fairy tales, where sunflowers chase the sun, and moonstones reflect the moon. Just like Pepetto and Luluko never part from each other's side.
That dragonfly looks great in this scene. I know it's an accident, but it is great. Esa libélula se ve super pro ahí. Y obviamente es un accidente, no es parte de la escena, pero justo estaba ahí el cosito. Queda bien, ¿eh?
And just me a Nikki.
The prince in the story was cursed by a slumber sheep. But your parents aren't scary slumber sheep. If you're feeling lonely, try talking to them. In reality, your parents are also your fairies, and they would love to listen to your thoughts. Of course, if you ever need help, Momo and I will happily be your friends.
Thank you, Miss Nikki and Momo. I may not understand it all yet, but I'll try.
Nikki, after watching you, I'm starting to understand why Luluko wanted to be a fairy so bad. I wonder when Luluko will wake up. And her fairy wand, it's basically a busted-up kid-sized fishing rod now.
Speaking of which, we do still have time to collect Fey Whisper fruits and fix the fairy wand.
I'll help too. Miss Nikki, you've been working so hard because of me. I should help out too.
Barnaby! Barnaby!
It's Finn and the others. Miss Nikki, let's go talk to them. Once they know Luluko's in trouble, they'll all want to help out too. And I don't want to leave their side again.
Barnaby, where did you run off to the other day? Why didn't you come hang out with us?
Yeah, Barnaby, we painted a beautiful pattern on the Barazon toy today, and Miss Nikki even joined in to help. You missed it.
Let me explain. I have something really important I need your help with. Something important? What is it? Luluko's in trouble. We all need to gather materials to help fix her fairy wand.
Is this one of the stories in Dreamvale Tales? I don't remember that part.
It's not a story. It's real. Finn, Luluko's in danger. You'll help her, right?
Of course.
And you, Finelli? You'll help too, right?
Of course. I love Luluko most of all.
Well, if Luluko's in danger, then maybe... What can we do to help? Miss Nikki, how do we fix the fairy wand? If we all help, we'll fix it in no time.
Barnaby, you've been gone for so long, and with the way you're talking about Luluko and the fairy wand, have you been reading too many fairy tales?
Did Luluko really appear? And do you think she can turn me into a scarf moth?
I'll explain everything later, but first we need to fix the fairy wand.
This should be good to go. Next up is the wand's core.
Nikki! Momo! Luluko's awake!
What about the slumber sheep? The maze! Barnaby! Is everyone safe?
Don't worry, Luluko. We've already banished the slumber sheep.
That's great! And everyone's all right now!
Luluko, how do you feel now? You've been unconscious for a while.
I'm good! I feel refreshed, and my magic is slowly coming back. I feel amazing.
Luluko, I was going to say, it seems like your magic hasn't really recovered at all.
Well, my magic has always been pretty weak, so the difference is pretty small.
No, not that. There's really none at all. I can feel my magic slowly returning, so yours should be too. Could there be other curses that haven't been dispelled? Once my magic is fully restored, I'll seek out the remaining monsters.
Exactly. We're also trying to fix the wand's core. Don't worry, Luluko. We'll help you restore your magic.
Fairy Nikki, Pepetto, you... Don't waste your time. It turns out that accidentally, I used up the last of my magic. I don't think I can restore it anymore.
Used all of it?
Was it during the battle with the slumber sheep? When you touched me, I felt a warm energy. That was it, right?
I told you! If you use up all your magic before the slumber sheep disappears, you'll stay a Barasant forever!
Is there still a way to turn her back? There must be a way, right?
No need to worry. The only reason I wanted to become a fairy was to gain stronger magic, to drive away evil and bring happiness. Although I may never become a fairy again, I don't regret what happened, because I helped drive away the slumber sheep. I'm really just so happy to have met all of you here, and to have experienced this journey together.
Are you going back to the fairy tale?
There's a power. It's drawing us back to Dreamvale.
But we haven't finished fixing the fairy wand.
It's okay, Nikki. The fairy wand will get fixed, and I'll be just fine. I'll keep helping everyone with fixing their houses, changing colors, rescuing stuck animals, and so much more. I believe one day, our wishes will all come true. Even if I'm just a Barasant, I'll keep trying. Anyway, now I actually think Barasants are pretty cute. There aren't any Barasants in Dreamvale yet. How unique! Goodbye, Fairy Nikki! In the name of the Great Fairy, I wish you all the best!
Luluko, everyone who's heard your story will always believe in you. Thank you. You'll become the greatest fairy ever. We'll meet again one day.
Far away in Dreamvale, there is a girl, and her name is Luluko. She wanted to be a fairy, bringing happiness to others, but her path was fraught with difficulty. One day, she arrived in a magical land and met the most powerful fairy she had ever seen. The pink-haired fairy with her cat messenger called upon her old friends, igniting hope. She gathered heartfelt essence and repaired the fairy wand. They raced through the skies, soaring over clouds and endless horizons. On they continued. They subdued mischievous monsters and even woke a sleeping prince. As they parted, the pink-haired fairy's powerful and heartfelt blessing infused the fairy wand with boundless magic. And Luluko finally became the fairy she'd always dreamed of.
Oh, really?
Her adventure continued, but she would never forget her pink-haired friend who created a miracle.
So she is the...
The story in the book has become Miss Nikki and Luluko's story.
She's the shadow we saw on the intro video when you log into the game. Pero vale. O sea, ese Luluko era la sombra que se veía en la intro del juego. Con este update. Qué loco, ¿eh?
Whoa! Luluko became such a powerful fairy!
Luluko, that's amazing.
Barnaby?
And actually,
Were you just talking to a Barasant? That Barasant kept going coo-coo-coo-coo-coo, and then coo-coo-coo-coo-coo, and it even glowed. Then whoosh, it disappeared.
Barnaby, when did you learn the Barasant language? I want to learn it too.
well,
Also, didn't you say Luluco came to the real world? Why did you call that Barasant Luluco then?
You're not gonna tell me that Barasant's name is Luluco, are you?
actually... Oh, I get it.
They don't let the guy speak. No le dejan hablar.
What is it? This must be Miss Nikki and Barnaby's Playful Hearts program, a Dreamville Tales stage play. Miss Nikki, your acting was amazing. You were so into it, even with a Barasant. It was all just so touching.
But how did the Barasant end up in the book? Did Miss Nikki do that?
It's obviously a special effect Miss Nikki prepared. Nikki used her whim to make the performance even more exciting.
So that's why you disappeared for so long, Barnaby. You were preparing for this. Darn it, I can't be upstaged. Finelli, let's do a story about the Great Fairy and the Princess.
I forgot. They can't understand what Luluco says.
Miss Nikki, this book, please take it. It's a record of your epic adventures with Luluco. It's one of a kind and you deserve to have it. Also, everyone made it through safely thanks to you, Miss Nikki.
I just realized that Luluco and Pepetto are just like Nikki and me. They're always there for each other, ready to face any adventure.
Now Luluco and Pepetto are continuing their adventure, and Momo and I will continue ours. Barnaby, you need to continue your adventure too.
Yeah, I'll keep going.
Barnaby, where did you find a Barasant that can act? I want one too.
Me too.
Okay. We can get the wand. Podemos sacar una varita. Okay, the note says for the pink-haired fairy and her feline partner. Okay. If we can, let's just do it. That will be a great accessory, for sure. Ese será un buen accesorio. What I really wanted was the monocle. Lo que quería era el monóculo ese que tenía. Eso estaría interesante. Born for the miracle. By the name of the greatest fairy, I swear. Here I will... how do you say? I will unsheath the kindness as my sword. Yes, I think that's how you say it. And the dreams as my shield, luring away forever the long night. I swear, keeping reverence to the magic, born to make eternal miracles. Sworn, I think is the actual word, right? I'm sorry if I messed it up, my friends. It was a miracle without equal, said Luluco. Now, an official magical fairy. You know what? The first time I saw it, I felt an unspeakable peace. Being by her side was like being right next to the oniric fountain. Kind and pure, but full of energy. Her mere existence is a miracle. After going on a journey too amazing to say with words, Luluko returned to the Valley of Dreams as an official magical fairy. The frills of her dress were flowing like a magical river. Her red hair burning like a flame. Even her wand was waking with a sincere blessing that was waiting to become how do you say that, a super bright light. When she was amused. No, she found surprise, envy, curiosity, or doubts. Yeah, when she found those, she narrated with joy the story of her wonderful adventure and of that, how do you say, warm-hearted, pink-haired, magical fairy. Many years later, Luluko had become a legend in the fairy world. Travelers from all around came with the hopes to hear the story of how she had become a magical fairy, and every time she told it, she let her wonderful memories take her back to Mirrorland. And just like the first time, she discovered that the last detail of the magical fairy that had changed her life and the adorable feline companion she had is my best friend. She always said Luluko, and her eyes were brightening with warmth, like the memory would never have vanished, and they were never separated. Okay. That was quite beautiful, I must say. Eso estaba bonito para qué. Entonces, si están viendo esto desde YouTube y les gustó lo que vieron, recuerden ponerle like, comentar, suscribirse para más videos, o mejor aún pasen por el directo como estamos ahora para compartir sus mentes con nosotros. El link estará abajo en la descripción. Y if you're watching this on YouTube and you like what you saw, remember to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, or even better, comment the stream to share it with my friends, like you're doing right now. Link will be in the description. Así que sin nada más que decir, digo, final la transmisión. I'm waiting to say end of transmission.